Hi guys, April here with a plan with me. I am going to do two layouts, a classic horizontal and a mini horizontal in my happy planner. The first thing I do, as always, is I divide the space into three zones. I'm using a Fisker's ruler, which is 2 inches wide. It just happens to be the perfect size. I know that the first zone is always must do important activities. The second zone is always my hopeful to do list where I put checklist stickers or checklists of some sort. And then the third zone is always room to journal, a happy thought, a place to put a happy quote, or I put a photo. I know that on either side of the checklists today, I want to frame them with floral stickers. So it is important that you erase the pencil marks, or the sticker is going to pick up the pencil mark and you will have a pencil mark forevermore on your planner page. I make sure not to put the checklist sticker in the exact same spot on either side. I think it just visually is more pleasing to the eye when things are not exactly symmetrical when looking at the overall layout of both pages. When I place these floral stickers on the page, I cut them in half to frame the checklist sticker, and I'm just sort of visually making sure that I cut them in a place where the leaves are somewhat evenly placed, and then I want to make sure that the colors of the flowers are also evenly placed. On this particular floral sticker, I cut in between the two little blue flowers because I want blue on both sides. My goal is to have a little bit of the purple, a little bit of the blue, and a little bit of the pink on either side of the checklists. Trying to make sure the left and right sides are looking good. On this one, I wanted a floral sticker that covered some of the paper that came up with a floral sticker I had originally placed on Sunday. And then to even out the overall visual design of both pages, I put another flower sticker in that bottom left corner on Thursday. And because the first zone for me is always a must do or important activity, I'm looking for stickers to help me denote my boys' practices. I decide to use these check stickers because I can color code for each boy. So Tyson is going to get the green. He practices Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Jacob is going to get a blue, and he practices currently on Tuesday through February, and then he picks up soccer, which will be a whole new sort of crazy in this house. They both play on Wednesday, so I decide to go with a bigger box sticker where I can put both of their game times. And then to add a little bit of color, I place a label sticker for some layering, and I like the blue-green color combination. Flipping through, looking for a way to spice up the bottom half of the first zones, or the far left side on each page. I decide that I need a little bit more purple to bring out the purple in the corner of each page, and then that January banner works out perfectly. I like that this video shows you guys you can really transform a sticker to meet your needs. You don't have to use it as it is set forth in front of you. You guys can cut them, you can layer them. For that sticker, I cut it in half and just used the goal side, so now it's more of a tab versus a circle. Layering out because I can't write on top of the floral, but now that Work It sticker makes it so I can put the main goal of Thursday in that white space. I value my white space, but it's still a little empty. So I'm just looking for little stickers that can add a pop of color. I kept this in here because I wanted you guys to see that my planning process is not straightforward. There's a lot of sticker book flipping. There's a lot of seeing if certain stickers work. I typically end up with quite the sticker graveyard. For this one, I wanted a habit tracker, but it was just a little too big for me. It covered up too much real estate. So I decide to go with sticky notes, and I love mixing sticky notes with stickers, especially because if you're not sure of the design, they can easily be removed and your paper is not harmed at all. I like to do things in threes. I think three is a magical design number. I think when you see three of something, it just is visually pleasing. So that is why I moved that goal sticker to make it so there are three sticky notes. It seems to make it a little bit more symmetrical in terms of color, not necessarily in terms of sticky note placement. And as I'm looking, I realize that this checklist is a little dark and it is a little bit more than I need. The top 3 sticker is going to be perfect for Thursday. Erasing the pencil marks as I go. And then I want to mimic that on the right side, but the top 3 checklist is a little long. So I just cut off the 3 and it fits perfectly up top for Friday. So my intention was to have weekly kind of ongoing to-do lists. So I have one in the first half of the week, and then what I don't finish, I can complete on the second half of the week. My far right zone, as I mentioned earlier, is a place where I like to journal a daily gratitude or a daily happy thought. So these rose gold heart stickers are going to serve as a journal spot for me. I'll put kind of a daily happy thought or something that went well that day. Erasing the pencil marks, and then the last thing I'm going to do is use a simple sticker roller adhesive and adhere the sticky notes because I want them there permanently. I don't want them to fall off. And that pretty much does it for this page. Here's a little after the pen action. A couple things changed. I moved a couple things. That always happens for me. I wanted to mimic the classic horizontal layout in my mini to show you guys how versatile obviously the mini can be, but also how versatile the horizontal layout is. Typically, I would divide the mini into 2 zones, and they would mimic the first 2 zones on the classic. They would be a must-do and then a checklist, so that all I really lose on a mini page is the daily happy thought. I decided that I want to keep the mini in my purse, and I use the checklists on these pages as kind of an ongoing to-do lists, and I added my grocery lists, and it just is a place where I can write everything down. So it's a little bit less detailed, but much more practical for me. And I do exact same thing. I'm going to cut the florals in half, frame each of the checklists on either side. I don't want to cover up the hole because it's hard to line up the hole punch. So I'm going to end up putting that floral on the right page. Like that. It's a little bit of a better fit. And really, the reason I started cutting the floral stickers in half is because if you layer something over it, you waste part of that sticker. And these stickers are far too beautiful to be wasted. So I use every single piece. Got really lucky with that cut. It fit perfectly. And as I'm trimming this particular sticker off the edge of the page, I don't waste the little bit left over. I just stick it right back on the page. I decide to use sticky notes again. So these are going to be my boys' practices. While they're not color coded, it just serves as a good visual reminder for me as I'm planning our days. I know obviously that just about every day we've got some sort of sporting endeavor. And while we don't have sporting practices on Thursday, they go do some baseball work because baseball season is just around the corner. They both play on Saturday. I initially put this pink today sticker down, and then I realized there's too much pink there. I need a different color, and then that teal blue works perfectly. And surprisingly, I just need a little something on Thursday, and then this page came together really, really quickly. It helps that I basically used the same layout in this mini that I did in the classic. So there you have it. There is the mini, and then I wanted to compare, and then there are the classic pages. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for your patience. I will do my best, but thank you for all the planner love, guys. Have a great, happy day.